recorded specially for you. May I?
Sure.
All right. Thank you and welcome again. I am going to share my screen in this new platform we call Meetings. Meetings is a place where you can collaborate with entrepreneurs. And today I'm sharing a presentation with a group of friends, but one of them is new. Jan is in Montreal, I believe. Welcome, Jan. I'm going to introduce you, sir, to what we call the Blue Zones for Business. It's a 90-day personal and professional transformational course. It talks about health, purpose, community, growth. There's so much to talk about growth. We come from two places. Our genealogy is in our DNA, and it's our environmental. We call that a paradigm. For example, if a Chinese baby is born in Montreal and their parents never speak to this child in Chinese, they will learn perfect French. And this is no coincidence. That's the impact of the environment. So it doesn't matter where you come from, in the right environment, which is called the Blue Zones for Business, you can grow. The permanent question on my mind has been, who am I? Always thinking about my life, my journey. You know how he always talks about who am I, the sitting down and reflection. Every religion, every person, every mentor says that you're the highest form of creation. Pastors, preachers bank on this big time, selling people on their being the highest form of creation and leave them hanging. They don't give them a methodology to create that miracle. You are created in the image of God with the power to create miracles, that Jan. You are your vision, mission, purpose, and you have the seeds for greatness, which we're going to unfold in my upcoming 90-day conversation with you, Jan, because your vision, your mission, your purpose is different than anybody else. We'll make sure that we cover all areas of life in the critical thinking challenge, changing the paradigm. All of us want two things for sure. We want certainty, safety, comes from certainty, and we want variety. We don't want excitement. We want acceptance. We want things that are in balance, keep us fulfilled. How do we establish these values? By three things. One, growth happens through contribution, which builds self-esteem. How do we grow? By participating in this 90-day course where you will be absolutely transformed. You will contribute to our community, and therefore you will establish an incredible self-esteem. You will be able to talk to presidents and peasants exactly with the same confidence. What are the four pillars of the Blue Zones? One, first is wellness. Let's make you healthy before we make you rich. It's just given. That's simple. There's too many programs out there. Number two, purposeful entrepreneurship. What is that? You were born with a purpose. You were born to be a miracle worker. We're going to show you how to do that. Community connections. Healing happens in circles, not in rows. There's a famous African story. When a person commits a sin, they put him in a big circle. Every person in the circle goes around telling one good deed that they witnessed from the guilty person. By the time that happens, the transformation is done. The person is healed. Number four, lifelong learning and leadership. We have the program called Train the Trainer. Should you be interested, Jan, we're going to put you through the Train the Trainer. This will turn into a fabulous business opportunity for those of you that want to train. But first, we got to take these environments out of our head. Overthinking is the epidemic of the paradigm. What? Because we get impacted by our friends, family, media, employers, school. Everybody's trying to have a voice in our head. While the biggest voice in our head, which should be our own clear thinking. How does thinking happen? Through seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching. That goes into our subconscious mind. We touch a hot iron, you burn your hand. Next time you don't touch it. That's learned. It's gone into subconscious. It is now an inbuilt action. And how do we change our subconscious by daily practices that we teach in the 90-day course. We develop a strong will to make decisions and stick with them until you get results. We will use all of the facilities that God has given you. Jan, you have perception, you have intuition. I've heard it a few times today. It feels, it feels, it feels. That's intuition. If it feels right, it is right. And then imagination. We're going to activate the imagination. We're going to go through routines in the 90-day program. 2 minutes at night, 2 minutes in the morning, get you going. And the power of will is underestimated. The power of reason is suffocated. And everyone, I mean, everyone has a perfect memory. You can use that to learn and to how to hit specific targets called SMART goals over a 90-day period of time and become an influencer with your life. And the learning journey starts with all of these components. So Train the Trainer is teaching others. It's 90-day. It's 90% success rate. It is you participating in lectures, reading the material, watching audio videos, demonstrating, giving presentations like this, discussion it in group like we just did, practicing it when you're alone, and coming back and learning to teach. We have great stuff happening. We have world-class retreats, in Japan, all over the world. We're organizing for 2025, 2026, and you can be a part of this. And of course, cash bonuses, recognitions, home for entrepreneurs. Tony calls it Entrepreneurs Collaborative. It is a place where people who have no home can come here and learn how to grow their businesses. We have a full setup, ready to work like a camel. That's my company. That's my passion. Camels go the furthest. They never get tired. You attend Saturday training, you take notes, you participate, you ask the right questions, you ask the right questions, you ask the right questions. You build your own Blue Zone for business team. You book a one-on-one meeting every week. You write your story in the notes that I give you. And we share those notes to build you a book, a story, a life that you can be very proud of. Thank you for paying attention. And I'm back here to the studio.
I think it was your best presentation, Arif.
I appreciate it. Let's ask let's
I,
ask my target. Jan, are you here? Can you give me some feedback? Thank you, Adi.
yeah, for sure. I mean, it shows that it's something that you've practiced. I mean, you're mastering your presentation, so that's very good. The only feedback maybe I would say, and that's being completely blunt and honest, it feels a little bit like a sales pitch, in the sense that you go really point by point through your whole thing there. Maybe you would win by slowing down the tempo a little bit, maybe getting some participation from the listener as well. That's only my point of view. But I can definitely say that you've mastered your presentation there. Yeah.
Thank you for your feedback. Actually, it was a sales pitch. I was trying to sell you on joining this community. But
The best sales pitch is the one that doesn't feel like a sales pitch.
yeah, I have to take the feeling out of it. But I think because you're here, you feel the feeling. This is not a sales pitch. This is a building of a really a passion and mission driven life.
No, but all in all, it was good. I mean, not much to say about that.
Hadi, now you can wrap it up because you're the wrap up. I have to go, and Vic is yawning, and Tony's going
Just
crazy with all these ideas.
Arif, just quickly, I think Jan there came up with a very good point, which would help things like a question and answer section. So literally, we could think through questions and answers, and then you could do it, as if it was a question and answer.
Absolutely, this is a policy, and we're going to make sure that we have that at the very end. Q&A. Q and Q. Amazing, valid point. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much, everybody.